on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, we are in the building, peep squad. I'm not feeling too great, but baby, we is here today to talk about love and marriage Huntsville. Let's get into the situation. So if you guys want to, start off with telling me what you thought about the episode. It seems like nobody from Love and Marriage Huntsville went live, unless I missed out. So in any event, if any of you guys want to, start it off by joining, the StreamYard, to tell me what you thought about this episode, what was good to you, and what you think, okay? So I'm going to put the StreamYard key, the invitation so you guys can, join and tell me what you think before I get into, all my commentary. So how y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing? Okay, so what's going on? Like, come on, baby. I'm trying to copy, cut, paste. Shit. Little sister, copy and paste. Like, what's going on? So, in any event, that's the StreamYard key. What's going on? And I'm going to put the phone line on the screen just in case you want to call in and just tell me your thoughts. You know what I mean? Before I get started. Okay, so let me change it so I can put the number on the screen. So there we go, here we go again. So let's just get into this situation. What's up with y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's up, Kelly Armstrong? What's up? What's going on? What's up, April Morgan? How you doing? How you feeling, girl? Woo, Lord have mercy. Let's get down to the situation. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. It is going down. Season 5, I believe it is episode something. Lord Jesus. So let's get into it. Let's just talk about it. Let's get into this show. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Oh, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with Lou, and I don't know what's going on with Tiffany. I already had questions about them. It didn't seem like their marriage was real. It didn't seem like, she was feeling him. She liked him. He didn't seem like he was getting any good treatment. He seemed like he was a lost puppy, a lost dog. He didn't know where to turn, where to go. You know what I mean? He wants sex, and he ain't getting no sex. Tiffany was out here bragging to Mel that she was, when Mel went on the road trip with Tiffany for Tiffany to find her biological mother and all this other stuff. Tiffany was up in the court talking about that she takes care of her husband. She gives him the fillet, all over the place and put him to sleep and get back to work. And she gives him what he wants and what he needs, and he takes care of it, but he just be wanting too much. Then we get to Lou. Lou tells the guys that he ain't even getting none. He can't even smell it. He can't even touch it. He can't even kiss it. He can't even hold it. He can't even take a picture of it. And then Lou was alluding when he was at, Martell's little party where they went to the strip club that, he kind of got like an open marriage because Tiffany don't want to have sex with his ass. Like, Lord, like what's happening? What's going on? What's up, Messy Blocks? How you been? How you doing? It's good to see you, baby. Him like he got monkeypox. I'm just trying to tell you, girl. Like it's Tiffany's a mess. So Lou was just out here saying he can't get none of it. And the guys are sitting there making fun of him and things of that nature. And then it's just so. And then you got to where Tiffany was in the clothing store with Mel and they were shopping for clothes. And Mel was trying to give Tiffany some helpful advice. Well, listen to your husband. Listen to what he's saying because I didn't listen to what Martell said and look what happened. And so basically then Tiffany was like, they don't have the same love language and all this other stuff. But yeah, she was talking about she drops it hard, she drops it wild. She's little Kim in the bedroom and all types of stuff. And baby, it was all a lie. So I don't know what's going on with Tiffany, what's going on with Lou. She didn't want Lou to travel with her. It's like she don't want to be bothered with Lou. It's like she don't want him around. She don't want to have conversations with him. She feels like he's a nag and he just sitting there like a bump on a log, just sitting there waiting for Tiffany to give him some attention. But in any event, we get down to the situation where they're sitting where they are at the couples retreat, y'all. And while they're at the couple retreat, Dr. Francis is basically saying to Lou and Tiffany that there's something ain't right, something ain't clean in this milk, and the dirtiness is gonna come out. And basically, when it comes down to the situation, Dr. Francis tells, Lou and Tiffany everything that may not, everything ain't good, everything ain't out everything ain't good what they're making it out to be, at home. So basically, Dr. Francis is calling out that, they're putting on a facade, they're putting on a show. Like, they ain't good. This, they acting like they good because you got Lou making excuses for Tiffany wanting to use her phone. Tiffany's too busy to sit down and be at this couple retreat. When we got Lou telling all the guys that he's angry, he's frustrated, when the guys went over there to, to throw axes and stuff, that he ain't getting none. And she was upset about that because she was over there telling Mel a whole nother story. Okay. So in any event, Tiffany said, what makes you think that? What makes you think that there is something false over here? What makes you think that there is a disconnect? Dr. Francis came through and basically said, when you guys first came in here, I said you play a game, and then the next game is you not playing a game. And then on top of that, then you both act like there's not a game being played. And, he's speaking in that types of, wording with, Tiffany and Lou, basically saying that they're deceiving, and they're playing, they got caught that they're playing a game, that they're not being honest, they're not being real, they're not being legit, and they're not being official. So basically, they're playing a game like they are, and they're playing a game like, what, you caught me? What are you saying? I can't stand when people do that shit to me, straight up and down, y'all. But in any event, moving on from that situation, Dr. Francis says, when you no longer play that game is when you accept that you are playing a game and you accept your reality, and basically you focus on why you playing this game. I was like, Lord have mercy. Tiffany advertising no lies. I know she ain't, for real, for real. What's up, Messy Vlogs? How you doing? Messy Vlogs 21 is in the building. What's up, April? How you doing, girl? So, there's a whole lot going on in this situation, point blank, period. So it just seems like it's a disconnect. It seems like, there's no love there. And it just seems like something just ain't right. Something just ain't clean, and they're not seeing eye to eye. So I don't even understand why they got married. Before you get married, you talk about kids, you talk about sex, like, these things, especially if you're coming off of being divorced and now you're remarrying, and basically you guys are both clueless about what's going on with one another, which doesn't make any sense. People are saying that Tiffany got married to be on this show. Well, Tiffany, if you really wanted to be a reality TV star, you got to bring much more heat, much more than what you are bringing now. You and your husband running away from the couple's retreat, you not standing in yours, you not, clapping back, it makes you unworthy to be on reality TV because you're giving us nothing but fakery. So if you're going to give us fakery, give us some sassiness with it. Give us some clap back with it. Give us some pop, pop, boom, boom, baby. And then we can accept your fakeness, because then you'll be popping off and boom, booming. But you ain't popping off, boom, booming. You ain't doing nothing, Your husband stay in tears. He stay crying. It seems like you a cold-hearted mother sucker. Well, if you're a cold-hearted mother sucker, then show us you a cold-hearted mother sucker when the Holts, when the Scotts are coming for you. You should have put Tiffany in her place. Tiffany, you should have put Kimmi in her place. Said, girl, when I talk to you, you mind your business. Don't tell people my business. That was a personal conversation, one-on-one. And don't question me. Everything over there ain't all good. What about the strip club? What about the football players? What about the quarterbackers? You know what I mean? No clap back at all. If you ain't gonna have no clap back, Tiffany, we don't need you here, okay? Because that's what Martell, has shown people, the clap back. And you ain't showing us no clap back. Maurice shows you a clap back. He only claps back at people going against his brother. He never claps back at his brother. But in any event, you already know there's a whole lot going on with that situation. So moving on from that, moving forward, I'm just like, girl, Tiffany, baby, Tiffany, what's going on? And Lou was talking about he was going to straighten out Marcel, Blase the third, a few episodes ago. And now we're saying, Lou talking about he ready to throw down, he ready to fight, he's ready. This man stay in tears, like, we can't have no soft teddy bears around us, baby. It's all good to cry and show your emotion, but damn, dude, you cry way too much over this girl. Like, you might as well just leave her and find somebody that's going to love you. You need to find your Lakeisha, Latasha, Latoya, Letitia. You need to find you somebody else. You need to find somebody that's going to love you for who you are and love everything about you and give you what you want and be physically attracted to you and want to please you and make you happy as well as you pleasing them. It seems like you doing everything for Tiffany. Tiffany could give a damn about your feelings, son. So, you have that whole situation. And yes, Tiffany and, Lou is being called out at the table. Dr. Francis, what's your phone number, baby? What's your number? How much you charge? Because you are the first doctor, psychologist, therapist, or whoever your credentials are that just be right on the money. I don't really be liking these psychologists or these doctors or these psychiatrists that be on these reality TV shows, but Dr. Francis get down to the tea, baby, and he brings the tea to us. Thank you, baby. What's going on, Miss T? Peep Squad in the motherfucking building. How you doing, girl? What did I miss? I'm just talking shit about Lou and Tiffany, how Tiffany's so disrespectful to that man, and Lou stay in tears, and he need to go find him a Lakeisha. He need to go find him a LaQuanda. He needs to go find him somebody that's gonna cook and feed him and love every crevice of his huge body all over the place, and feed him, make him some grits, some bacon, some eggs, and some sausage, and help him dye the bottom of his beard. Okay, that's what he needs. He needs to go find happiness, because life is too short. We don't know how long you're gonna be here, baby. So if I know Tiffany is a dime piece to you, but you can find somebody else, baby, because Tiffany's definitely gonna drop you in the when she finds somebody else. Like, Lord, I know, poor Lou be out here crying, poor thing, poor Lou, skippity Lou. So in any event, so we have that situation. Dr. Francis is calling them out, checking them out. And basically, when it comes down to the situation, Dr. Francis is basically saying, when I lay eyes on y'all, I knew that it wasn't real. I knew there was something going on. You guys are playing games. And Lou and Tiffany felt like, who are you talking about? Who are you? Who do you think you are? Basically saying that in their confessionals, because they feeling a certain type of way because they getting called out. And Dr. Francis ain't playing no games. He called them out point blank, period. But you also got to kind of feel sorry for Lou and Tiffany, because they're there with, the Scotts. And the Scotts are basically hiding all their flaws and everything. And they're outnumbered. It is what it is. But when your back is up against the wall, you're supposed to come out swinging. Because, baby, you want a reality TV show and you want to stay. That's why you here. So y'all need to do what y'all need to do. You already know Marcel and Latisha and Kimmi and Maurice was going to tag team on you guys. So don't got to focus what's going on in this shit. You know what I mean? And so Lou's basically saying he don't know who this doctor think he is. He only know me for 5 seconds. How can he judge me? I'm not going to take his opinion for what he says, who he think he is. I am here for not book knowledge, but I'm here, for wisdom, baby. He gave you all the wisdom in the world when he called your bluff and called who you are, and you didn't know what to do, and you had no clap back. Okay, you couldn't even defend that you and this woman was real. And then Tiffany's basically saying, where is Dr. Francis? What school did he go to? What enrollment program was he is? What is his credentials? I mean, she was throwing all types of shade, baby. Tiffany made them tears about Lou father issues. I know. Tiffany made the tears about Lou's father issues. I'm like, Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Like, it was a mess. It was a whole mess. They got ate up at the table. Everybody watching. And they already know the clap back is coming. And definitely the clap back is coming. And, Kimmi got the issue because she want to understand why y'all being, fake. And what about the baby? What about all this other stuff that she's bringing up? And knowing that she got problems, she got issues. Y'all all need to be quiet sitting at that table. Maurice is acting like he's the king of all kings, the good husband of all good husbands. Okay. We got, Marcel, he's sitting there like a good old church boy. Like he ain't never did nothing wrong. He's saying, amen. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. In the corner, y'all. What's going on, Lorraine? How you doing? What's up with you? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. I'm still a little sick, but in any event, we get back to the kitchen segment. And Marcel, he is in here cooking dinner he's cooking breakfast. He's cooking bacon. He's cooking eggs. He is happy because basically ain't nobody coming for him. He ain't got to, worry about any secrets or worry about anything being hid or being forbidden, because right now he's the king of this couple retreat situation. He's giving Tisha what she wants, and then on top of that, he's not getting any blowback. And then on top of that, when it comes to Lou is being called out, and Marcel's not going to make it easy for Lou. He's going to point it out like, baby, you got called up. We got Tiffany. She's finally dressing like, like a young lady. She's finally dressing like she's not about to go to Sunday Bible study and shit like that, on a Saturday night. She's finally dressing like she got some youth in her. She finally done put some curls in her goddamn head. She finally put some bamboo earrings in. She finally did all that. So it's a whole lot going on with that situation. So it's about time. Look at her. She got the glasses going. She got the bamboo earrings. She got the curls going. She got a part to the side. She got a little bit of edges going on. She got the shirt. She got the tights on and everything. She's looking like she trying to look like, hey, I'm not about to baptize you guys today, but, I'm here. And she already know that effery is coming for her and her husband. And she know that he ain't got a backbone to stand on. He can't lift her up when they battling. And she ain't going to do too much as well. So, you better stay filming scenes with Mel as long as she's here. You guys need to, stay away. Or be serious, okay? Stay away or be serious in this situation. So, you have all that going on. And Marcel, he's just cooking breakfast and he's just having a good time. He's all happy and everything. Baby, he is about to call them out to the ground. He's looking at them. He was like, how does it feel, to be diagnosed by a professional to be fake and have a marriage that is fake, basically. Everything about you is fake. And isn't that the same thing I said to y'all, that y'all marriage is fake, that you fake? And look at Dr. Francis. Within amount of time, he just basically diagnosed your relationship as fake, fugazi, and bozo, and you ain't doing nothing but playing games. And now you got caught playing your game. Now you're trying to play a game like you ain't playing a game. I was like, oh, Marcel is all in, and he is feeling good about this situation. Yes, Dr. Francis needs to, have his own show and give the real tea to real people to get them some help, because he is no hold bar in this situation. And Marcel was like, how did you feel the moment, that Dr. Francis said, the moment I laid eyes on you, I knew your marriage was bad. I was like, Lord. Lou is all cut, and Marcel is throwing salt and alcohol into that wound, basically telling him, boy, you've been called out, so in any event. And Tiffany's like, I don't know why he feel that way. I have no idea. And I didn't come here to be judged and be crucified. I came here to see if there was going to be some help here for us. And they ain't none. Lou said, you cannot, I'm not going to question my marriage, and I'm not going to question who the person I am just because a man that met me for 6 seconds or all of 60 seconds is going to tell me about myself, who he think he is, and then Lou's apologizing to Marcel. Marcel is loving each and every bit of that apology, baby. And you already know when it comes to the situation that when it comes to the whole situation, that Tisha is loving each and every bit of the situation, because her marriage, is basically is better than their marriage. That's how she feels. My marriage is better than your marriage. Okay? That's how Tisha goes. That's how Tisha is. My marriage is better than yours. I'm better than this. Tisha doesn't want to be known to have a bad relationship or husband or any breakup or anything else. Like, she already told us that she is obedient. You say jump, she says how high. Now, Tisha, I wonder if Marcel asks you to pick between him and the kids. Are you going to pick Marcel? Or are you going to pick your kids? And my belief is, if Marcel asks her to pick, she's going to pick Marcel. Okay? And basically, she is Kevin Samuel's mule, because Samuel said that the wife or the girlfriend should not put the kids before the husband, y'all. So we already know where she going to go with the situation. Oh, Lord have mercy. So now she's like, I got the best marriage. I got everything. And this is all she lives for, to have the best marriage in her, in her town, on TV, and her identity is her marriage. She's like one of them. And Marcel is just eating it up like, yes, I got game. He's sitting there laughing, Tisha is laughing too as well. And Lou and Tiffany are feeling the heat, baby. And there's nothing they can really do because they don't know how to show or how to act about the whole situation. They're taking it like, let me be quiet, let me attack the doctor or whatever. When they can just say, this is my baby, I love her. The doctor's wrong, but it's all good. I'm listening to what he got to say and what he got to say. But this is my boo. I love her. That's why I married her. That's why I'm with her. That's why I'm here. This is why we working on it. It's whatever. But this is my thing. I know what we got is real. I know what we got at home is real. You don't get none of that. You just get like, oh my God, I've been discovered. Let's leave. Let's go. Let's vacate. Let's bounce. You know, like what's going on? I am watching the episode now, Mary Jane. Now I'm just happy because you're live. Oh, thank you, Lorraine. I'm so glad you're here, girl. You know, I'm still, been going back and forth to the doctor trying to find out what's wrong with your girl. Tisha says she's obeying her husband, baby. She better obey him because, it is what it is. That's her life. That's her identity. Yes, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Tisha's just blind to Marcel. She might be blind to Marcel, but the thing is, she wants to perpetrate that she has the best marriage, and that's what she has over everybody in her family. And and it was explained that when it comes to Tisha, that she was put against her cousin that was on the show, and she's been put on a pedestal to have this best marriage, to have this guy, to be married, not live in a project. So she grew up very poor, and now she got a house. Now she got all this stuff going on, and he's providing, and none of the women around her got it like that. So basically she want to keep it like that. The worst thing that could ever happen to Tisha is for her to end up like Martell and Mel, how their marriage dissolved. That's the one thing that she won't want to happen, and that's one thing that she's not gonna let happen, because then she won't have the bragging rights. I've been married so long, I got this. And basically she's telling you the key to success is just basically being Marceau doormat, and that's how she gonna be. She came up a little bit, she started getting bold, she started getting bold a little bit, and Marceau put her in her place. She started to get bold and be like, well, the fan said this, and he said, girl, you be listening to these people up in your comment section, you better stop it, and blah, blah, blah. And she said, see, the people want you to do this, the people want you to do that. And he was like, girl, and he told her, if the public accuse you as much as they accuse me of cheating with all this other stuff, I would have been left your ass. So you already know she's loyal, but he ain't. Okay? And he done told her over and over. But that's her identity. That's what, that's what gives her life, as being married. 1 second, I got a cough, y'all. So, you got that whole situation. Yes, she is. They ran fast. They ran fast, too. That I don't know if they took a piece of bacon with them, but they ran fast. Marcel got her right where he wanted. Exactly. And she's right where she wants to be. Dr. Francis remembers when Tisha cried last season at his office. And this is why Tisha keeps her mother around, and have her mother, implement her business, and have the family implement her business and come after Marceau, because she doesn't want to feel like she's disrespecting him from her. She have other people disrespect him or say things, but she's truly not happy with it. But she's going to show us and present that she's happy with it. But I'm going to say Marceau, he's a smart guy. And, they recently did an Instagram live, and it's showing all the property that they have and how they calculated everything, and just how much like they're working together. They got this business together. This is what she wanted. Might not be perfect, but, this relationship that she has with Marcel, this is what she want, baby. This is what she lived for. These are her bragging rights, baby. She got bragging rights, Remember when she went to school and shit, and he was cracking on her and making fun of her trying to get an education? I was like, Lord. So in any event, basically they're sitting at the table laughing at Lou, and Lou's basically said, don't question me, blah, blah, blah. The doctor don't know what he's talking about. And Marcel is basically saying, I told you you were fake, and now you've been professionally diagnosed. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame. And, And so Marcel and Tisha are laughing too as well, because when it comes to, Lou and Tiffany, they don't have on these t-shirts that the rest of the cast members have on. And Marcel was like, they probably didn't earn their t-shirts. I was like, Lord. Because, Tisha was basically like, why they're not wearing their t-shirts like everybody else? Why they being combative? And Marcel said they probably didn't earn their t-shirts. I was like, Lord, have mercy. And then you got Tiffany. She's sitting there. She's kind of pissed off too. And she was like, she's calling out Dr. Francis, talking about that, he's late and everything. And so we have Lou. He apologized for coming at Marcel's marriage. You know what I mean? And, he's just laughing. And, and now we have, you got Kimmi. She's bringing up her little situation. I thought you said this about the baby. I thought you said that. I thought you said, this. First you're saying that, he doesn't want the baby, and here you're saying you don't know. He's wishy-washy. I'm getting all types of stories from you, girl. I don't know what's real. Then you have Maurice with his big-eyed, bug-eyed ass. He was like, well, you ain't listening to the doctor. You need to take it in. They both say you need to take it in. Who the fuck does Maurice listen to? Nobody. Like, please, Maurice, leave me alone. And so he's sitting there, he's correcting like, these guys are top notch. They're the best husband in the world. On this particular part of the episode, they don't do nothing wrong. They're looking at Lou like, hey. They're like, we gonna dump on you today. So in any event, Maurice is calling it out. He's calling Tiffany, Tiffany, if you got something to say, how come you didn't say it? Once you get it off your chest, once you speak it to the doctor, you guys are not taking the advice. And you got Kimmi talking about you guys ain't taking his advice, but yet as soon as you saw, Marcel and Latisha's relationship, you wanted to speak up on it and everything and talk about it. I mean, they reading them down to the ground, baby, reading them down to the ground, baby, reading them down to the ground, baby, reading them. And such a nice, effortless way. And it's nothing really Lou and Tiffany are doing in the situation, which is just sad, because baby, they done backed you guys up in the corner, just airing y'all out. I wish I would sit there and let these motherfuckers judge me and tell me about myself. I'll be like, no, we fine. The doctor is misseeing things. He need to put his eye drops in, and you need to take the earwax up out of your ears, Kimmi. And Maurice, you need to fall back, okay? Because you guys ain't even in a good place. I ain't never cheated on my wife. I ain't never been accused of cheating on my wife. I would have been reading them down to the ground. Kimmi, go sit somewhere. That's what I would have been telling. Kimmi's calling them out all nice and sweet and everything. Go ahead, Kimmi. Kimmi is reading them, but at the same time, she's going through her thing at home. My husband ain't helping her. He ain't doing what it's supposed to be doing. She ain't giving him the cool like he wanted. And you think Maurice is not getting pussy out here in these streets? Yeah, right. If she ain't giving it to him, he's getting it somewhere else. He's not the type to jerk off, because he feels like it's his wife's duty to give him sex. If she ain't giving it to him, guarantee you somebody else is bending over for him, okay? And he might just hand her a 20. Allegedly, I'm just assuming, because he's acting like he wants the sex so bad, and he can't clean up, he can't help in the house, but yet this is entertainment purposes only. I'm just assuming, I'm coming with an educated guess, y'all. But in any event, poor Kimmi. Hopefully, she's well, and, Maurice finally basically really put her on that pedestal and help her and protect her and basically clean up behind himself, change the goddamn light bulb, paint the walls, vacuum the carpet, take out the trash. You ain't the only breadwinner. She's a breadwinner too. She been a breadwinner before she even married you, okay? And then on top of that, she's taking care of your son and dealing with that dysfunctional situation with your ex-wife. You know what I mean? She's been called all types of names, and you ain't never stepped up and protect her. So, fall back. And Tisha's like, oh my God, I'm just so great. My marriage is better than everybody's in the room. Girl, I feel you. And, when it comes to Lou and Tiffany, they want no more. They want no more part of this situation. They want to leave. They want to bounce. They want to go. And baby, that's exactly what they're going to do. And, And they was like, Tiffany, why didn't you tell the doctor about the baby situation? Because she goes, I felt Dr. Francis wouldn't give a fuck. And they was like, well, if you don't, then Maurice jumped in, well, if you don't think he gave a fuck, then why you didn't say that to him? Let's be transparent. Speak how you feel. This is how this is going to work. I was like, Lord, Tiffany and Lou are definitely over their heads, and they do need to bounce, okay? They need to leave. They need to go. And the sad thing is, Lou has been trying to talk to Tiffany. The conversations are not going right. Now you have a chance to deal with this doctor, but the only bad thing about dealing with Dr. Francis is that you have Maurice, and you have Marcel, and you have Kimmi there, and you have, Tisha there, so they're not going to open up in front of them because, they're just not. Because they ain't friends like that, and it's going to be used against them because, Luke came at Maurice about his marriage. You cannot throw rocks when you live in a glass house, baby. And you can't talk about nobody else's house if you ain't cutting your grass and picking up the trash around your house. Because, baby, it's going to come and blow in your yard. You're going to be able to pick up the trash and cut the grass when it grows. No, you're not. So you should, fall back. But they was on a roll for a minute, But, it is what it is. And so we get to the point where Mel, she ends up having a conversation with Marlene, Martel's mother. And so this situation is going down. I don't know what's going on with Mel. Because, baby, this wig that she got on top of her head is definitely a wig. You could tell it's a wig. She didn't even comb the wig. She didn't spray the wig. She didn't brush the wig. She didn't even put no goddamn makeup on. She barely put any lip gloss on. She was like, you know what? I'm going to film this scene and feed this bitch. I was like, Mel came there, the scalp is, this is an old wig she got on top of her head. You can see the cap around the forehead. Mel don't care. Mel don't even got on no eyeshadow. She just sitting there. Okay, I'm going to deal with Martel. She came there, and Martel's mother, she came there with the braids, baby. She came there looking, she came there looking better than she did sitting up in Martel's core, talking all that mess that he was talking. Scott Brothers tag team breakfast. That's what it was. Kimmy's a nurse. We need her. I know, for real. Lou just crying to go home. just crying to go home. Lord have mercy. Like, yeah, it's so much. So we get to this part. We get to this situation where, Mel, she calls Marlene basically to have breakfast and things of that nature. And she said, let's cut down to the chase. She goes, have I said anything negative about you? Have I did anything negative towards you? Have I treated you negatively? What have I done to you, sis? Because the way you coming at me, though, she's feeling a certain type of way. So Mel is basically, questioning Martel's mother, like, girl, why are you acting like this? Like, what's going on? What's happening? And, and when it comes to the mother's just like, no, you didn't do nothing to me, sis. The mother's like, you didn't do nothing to me, sis. Your Mel came ready to fight. Lord have mercy. She wasn't gonna fight that lady. That lady's a bag of bones, barely could walk. I'm sorry, Martel, what your mother looked like. She can drink a good drink, she can smoke a good blunt, and then she can chase it down with a cigarette. Mama ain't got no time for no fighting. Mama is drinking. She's probably drinking all that wine in the basement, allegedly. I'm just joking, just jokes. And so okay. Hey, Patricia, how you doing? And so in any event, so, you have this whole situation where she confronts the mother. Have I been negative to you? And the mother says, no, you always been good to me. And that's a damn shame. The mom said, you always been good to me. Then why would you say that shit about her? Why would you even try to, mess up a relationship that you have a good relationship with your grandkids, mother, you know what I mean? Especially when they're going through strife. You know what I'm saying? Your son and her, like, you want to keep that line of communication open because ultimately you can bring the line of communication back and forth and just make it more of a smooth ride for your grandkids, because what's most important is always the grandkids. So when you are mother-in-law or you're the grandparents, you think about what you need to do to make sure the kids or be good in the situation. Then Mel said, basically, that's why I text you what I text you. That's why, I sent that little text. And she goes, yeah, Marlene said that text you sent, and Mel says, why I sent that text. And Mel was like, I don't want to deal with negativity. I don't want to deal with anything that's negative. Anything that's negative towards me, I block it and move on. And so that's why I end up blocking it, because I only got time for my kids and I can't be negative around my kids at all. And she said, I'm a single mother. Okay. And, Miss Marlene, she basically said, yeah, Mel says, I'm a single mother and you've been a single mom too. Marlene was like, yes, I've been a single mom forever. I was like, Lord. She was like, I've been a single mother forever. And Mel said, I wanted to have this conversation. And she says, with this conversation, Mel says, you had a conversation with Martell and you said that girl is working my poor son to the grave, and she was like, and then Mel said, like, you was basically a casualty of war. And she goes, and Mel asks, Marlene, did Martell ever come to you and say that, I got to do this for my wife, I got to do that for my wife? Did he ever complain about me not doing anything? Did he ever complain about me, not taking care of business, blase and the third? And Marlene said, no. Then why the hell you say what you said, Marlene? Then why you say that if the son ain't never complained to you about anything going on? Why did you say what you said about her, Marlene? And like, girl, Marlene came through looking like, what's her name from I don't know. I Got My Groove Back, that show. That's what she looked like right there in that outfit. Stella got her groove back, or Stella got her groove back. She looked just like her. Melanie said, let me feed this woman today. Okay. I'm like, Lord have mercy. So, you have that whole situation. And it's just like, Marlene, if she's never, if he never complained about Mel to you or say that she wasn't doing this, why would you get on national TV and defame the mother of your grandkids? Don't you think that that's going to cause opposition? That's going to cause an issue? But you want to be sly and sneaky just like your son and throw a little shot, hide your hand like you didn't do nothing wrong, but she didn't deny it. Like, Lord, not Stella coming here. Yeah. Stella, thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. I can see why Martell think he is God's gift. He does, baby. Mel is a single mother. She is a co-parenting mother. I know. Stella got her groove back. Yes, Miss T, girl. So in any event, so Mel is basically saying that and so here goes Marlene. He had you spoiled. It almost seemed like the mother was jealous that Martell was spoiling her. And sometimes with some people, sometimes the mother gets jealous of the son with another woman because ain't no man did them like that or treated them like the way that their son is treating a woman. And the mother kind of gets mad. Hold on. I'm back, yo. I had to take a cough break. So in any event, that happens sometimes. And it's just like, I know they're trying to do it for TV to drum up the drama, but the grandkids, once this TV show is over, you're going to have Mel and the grandkids. And what you want is the transition to be as smooth and as easy. And you want the mother of the children to like you. Not like you, but have a decent relationship. So you can come back and forth with the kids, and the kids don't feel, oh shit, should I talk about grandma? Should I not talk about grandma? So she goes, Marlene was like, he spoiled you. You was just being lazy. So then she calls Mel lazy. You was just being lazy. I was like, what? And, Marlene said, I guess when you get them children, you be making them children, you get lazy. I was like, damn, Marlene, that's so disrespectful. And then Mel says, When was I lazy? Was I not doing the laundry? Was I not cleaning? Was I not doing this? Was I not inventing things? Was I not coming up with things? Was I not coming up with ideas? Was I not doing the things? What do you mean? So you gonna tell me that I was just lazy just because I had the kids? Marlene was saying I would be lazy too if I had them children. I was like, damn, she's mad ignorant, for real, for real. Just mad ignorant, disrespectful, and can't apologize for what she said and what she did, because it was wrong for her to say that, because they were building a marriage, and their marriage was building. They was both working. She was having the kids, and she was trying to come up with brands and things of that nature, ideas. You know, Martell was using her building license. He was doing his thing. So they was going back and forth, and they have stair steppers. They have children after children, and it's just kind of really disrespectful, but it is what it is. And Mel said, I had a conversation with your son Martell, and, you know, I asked him about, you know, what's your mama talking about? And, you know, basically he goes, talking, you know, what your mama talking about? Did you tell her that you do too much for me, or whatever the case may be, or you be waiting on me? He goes, nah, it ain't like that. You know, you do for me, and I do for you. And so basically, you know, Martell told Mel that I don't even know why my mother's talking like that, because it's not like that. It's 50-50. It's equal. Then Marlene said, Martell did everything, you know, and then she also says, what is done is done. I said it. Now what do we do? It's a new day. I was like, damn. She's like, it's a new day. Mel was like, I'm gonna unblock you, baby. And she goes, no, don't unblock me, just ring my doorbell and pull up. I was like, Lord, the mother, you see where Martell get it from. Couldn't even apologize. You know, there was a lot of times that Martell couldn't own up to, you know, things that he did. He has recently have owned up to some things, but then he goes right back to throwing the blame and throwing shit, you know, and Mel be throwing shit too as well. So it's just one of them situations. Just really unfortunate that the kids are going to see all the messages that mommy and daddy said about one another on social media right here on YouTube. They have a view, and it's going to be read to them and everything, okay? Because the kids be online, and she said it. He know it and she know it. So their business is out in the streets. I know the kids at their school, mamas and daddies be talking, okay? But in any event, you know, she said pull up to my house, pull up to the crib, and you know, and Mel was like, I don't know about pulling up like that. So does Martell live with his mother in that house? Because is that the same house that Mel said basically that the utilities about to get shut off because they ain't paying the bills? Oh, like what? And so we get back to this boring ass shit with this, you know, what do you call it? Slumber party, couples therapy, because basically so we have Lou, he breaks down, he cries and everything. And basically, one second, y'all. Oh Lord, oh Lord. I had to take another coffee break, baby. So in any event, so now we get down to this situation where the doctor, Francis, basically says, only get into this chair if you're going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the motherfucking truth. Okay? And be honest. And then he calls, you know, Lou and Tiffany up, you know, calling them out because they've been talking crap. There's probably cameras in the house. Oh yeah, it is camera because they're filming. I guess Lou and Tiffany really needed airtime, because I wouldn't have went here with Martell. I mean, I really wouldn't have went here with Marcel and Maurice. I wouldn't have went. I wouldn't have went. So in any event, so you got this whole situation going down. And, you know, Lou ends up crying, you know, and I don't know, he lost somebody. I don't know if it's his father he lost somebody. I don't know. So he's there crying, and I think that he cried to get Tiffany and him up out of there. And he basically said the isolation. He basically said, like, it is what it is. People die. You got to move on. And so he started crying. And then, you know, and the doctor was like, it's a breakthrough for you, baby. It's a breakthrough. You said, you know, you isolate yourself. And you can see he has isolated himself from a lot of people. Cause where the fuck are your friends at? Like, you know, why doesn't Tiffany and Lou have any friends? Why don't they go to nobody's house and shit? Like, come on, create your own storyline, girl. Let's get it popping. you know. So in any event, so he cries and Blase the third. Marcel comes in. Yeah, I think it was Marcel comes and rub his shoulder, whatever. But then the next episode, Marcel is going to be teasing him and making fun of him. So it's just like, the same thing. Marcel put on a good game, for, the cameras and Tisha, oh, blah, blah, blah. But then he probably, when the cameras are cut, bitch, where's my money? You know what I mean? Shit like that. So, and hey, what's up, Norris Tony? How you doing? What's going on with you? Talk and share this live. All Martell friends, Lord. Hey, what's up, Norris Tony? How you doing? What's popping with you? It was mandatory 2-day minimum couple weekend filming trip. I'm like, Lord. Like, they sitting here, and so I guess he breaks down, and like, he's been crying up a storm. Lou, go get some professional help. You've been crying a whole lot. You've been crying about this woman, people calling the shit out. Lou wants that woman to fall in love with him. And does he got money, or is he broke? Like, what is it? She ain't never home. She's busy. She's always working. She ain't got time to talk to him. She ain't got time for his feelings. Damn well Tiffany did not want to sit here next to him and watch him cry and all this other stuff. But, basically get some sympathy out there and try to get the other couples off that back. But sympathy don't work for Maurice or Marceau. They gonna be jabbing, and then Tisha's gonna be right behind her. I'm following my husband. I'm jabbing, baby. Kimmi, yep, let me jab. So you already know this was a shit show for them. They felt like crap. And I don't know. Dr. Francis is like, you got to be real when you're sitting in this chair. And so he cries and Blase the third, boom, boom, boom. Who lost somebody? He's crying. And he goes, just because, this is what I'm talking about. Just because I don't do this, just because I don't do that. You know what I mean? I carry the weight. This is how I focus to get my shit together. But the gym, blah, 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 blah. He was talking all this, trying to stick it for himself with tears. You know what I mean? It was just sad. You know what I'm saying? And Tiffany just looking at him like, let me pat you on your back. Let's get the fuck up out of here. I didn't sign up for this shit. That's what Tiffany's saying. Tiffany's pissed off. You know what I mean? Tiffany got a hardcore background. She might turn around and slap the shit out of you, Dr. Francis. Okay? Yeah, Dr. Francis is 100. Straight up, Kimmi. Straight up. He's 100. Lou has a lot of feelings and nobody listening. Not nobody listening. That's so good, Norris. I'm glad to hear that. What's up, Mary? What's up, Kimmi? How you doing? I'm just like, Lord, it's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. Mel and Martell are so happy they don't have to film that couple stuff. I know. Oh, Lord. And then, Tiffany's just looking at him like, it's your turn. It's your turn. She got on her Laquita outfit, okay? She's letting she's still down with the homies thug life, okay? She don't put the Mary Kay church dresses Bible study Sunday over 85 off, and now she's back. She got the bamboo earrings part not adding up, but she's ready to go, and he's just looking at her like it's just embarrassing for him. It's just all embarrassing. And if you look at the seating chart, let me go back to the seating chart. Look how they are like away. You know what I mean? Like the odd couple out. This is the couple that is just odd. Like it's really like it's a bad situation, especially if you faking it. They gonna push your buttons. Imagine the shit that they didn't get on camera that was said. Poor Lou. It feels like Lou is back in high school getting bullied. You know what I mean? Or picked on, or being called out, or being ostracized because he's just so different. His girl don't even got his back like that. She trying, but she doing things to make it even worse. It's not like she's holding him down in the situation. Tisha be holding Marcel down, all the way down, baby. She be like, how low do you want me to go? Okay. So thank you, Norris Tony. Mother Holt pulled out her yes, she did. She put out her fake Shereé outfit tonight, baby. Tiffany changed into her travel outfit. earrings and all. Yes, she did. Yeah, she's ready to go home. They didn't put that. Everybody got on the t-shirts. They ain't got on the t-shirts. They're sitting in the corner. They're about to leave. Tiffany done told Lou to stop at the liquor store. She got her a bottle of Hennessy, and she's drinking and she's cussing out Lou as they travel back home, baby. I thought you was gonna stand up this time. I thought you was gonna keep your tears to yourself. I know she's talking about shit to him. Because Dr. Francis already said that she is scared, that he is scared of her. You know what I mean? Because he keep making excuses for her. And he goes, I'm going to hold her down. But she ain't holding him down like that. So Dr. Francis already called it out that, you know, Lou's afraid, you know, to piss off Tiffany because, you know, she's probably the woman of his dreams. He's probably never had a woman as beautiful as her that was interested in him. You know what I mean? So he don't know what to do. Doesn't he got a gym or something? Does Lou got money? I don't know if Lou got money because it doesn't make no sense. And Tisha, she talks about losing her friend, which was a really sad situation. Her friend that she lost, she went to college with. This is her husband and Blase the third, and he's in love. It's just a whole tragic situation. Then we get to Martell. We got Martell and his mother come downstairs. She coming downstairs like she done took a shot of Hennessy, baby. She done hit the blunt a little bit. She came in and Martell said what she was doing. I was working. I was teaching baby girl how to write her name. Martell was like, oh, she is a, you know, she's a handful, talking about sugar mama. And she goes, you know, I don't, so who house is this? Is this Martell's mother's house? Is he living with his mother? I thought he was living with his mother. Okay. But mama come down, you know, she got the bloated drinking stomach. Okay, baby. Mama be out here getting fucked up. Lou crying hard. Can barely see the road. I know. We are so bad. I don't mean to make fun of Lou, but him and Tiffany shouldn't have got on TV. They wrong for that. You welcome, Norris Tony. They wrong for that. They shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? They shouldn't do that to us. You know, we're only human. Shit. Oh, Lord. I can't. Lou got money and bills and child support, gym rental fees. I don't know what Lou got. Oh, Lord. So, mama, she come downstairs ready for the camera. She done got her braids done. You know, Keisha down the street done did her hair, baby. Put them braids in, and them braids do look nice. Look at her holding on to her braids. She's like, yeah, baby, I'm looking good. And Martell's like, yeah, mama. My mama beautiful. My mama beautiful. And that's so cute. Mama coming down the stairs like she's still 21. Go ahead, mama. Go ahead, Marlene. Marlene is out here trying to catch her another fish. She's trying to catch and trap something right between. So, okay, I don't know what. So, okay, so where am I? I'm sitting here cracking jokes. And so, you know, we have this whole situation. And, you know, Martell and, you know, Martell's talking to his mom. And basically we have Marlene. She tells her son that, hey, I didn't talk to Mel. And he was like, what? I'm surprised you don't talk to Mel. OMG, that is crazy. And she was like, yeah, we talked about the text message. And he was like, yes, that was so disrespectful. And I'm just so glad that you're such a bigger person because the text message that she sent to you was very disrespectful. And Marlene was like, you know, I am grown. I am not woman. You know, I'm grown. I'm an adult. And you know what I mean? I handle my business like this. Like, girl, like, what are you trying to say? What you trying to say that Mel's not an adult? She's not grown. She's not this and that. She didn't say shit bad about you or whatever. And you basically talking bad about her when you're supposed to be keeping everything calm, cool, and collect. You're supposed to be talking to your son how he's supposed to keep everything in a line of communication open. And he's supposed to calm down his temper, not do that. You're supposed to tell Mel the same thing and basically go in between. Don't tell what one another said, but also be giving them advice and basically making sure that there's peace. So, you know, the kids can transfer really good throughout this divorce situation. But it felt like Marlene was sitting in that chair throwing shots at Melody, basically saying, I'm grown, I'm mature. This is what grown women look like. So basically she's telling her son, this is what grown women. I'm like, girl, like you don't, I'm like, you don't got, when you grown and you're mature and you're a grown woman, that's the last thing you need to do is say that I'm grown and I'm mature and I'm this and that. Them are not them are bullshit words. When you're grown and you mature, that you don't need to, use that verbiage to explain the situation or explain yourself. You're supposed to say, we are family and we need to stick together. I'm grown, I'm mature, I can put things behind me. It seems like she was throwing shots at Mel, in my opinion, y'all. That's just me. Martell wig. You are so bad. Martell with a wig. Martell mother is a Christian grown woman. Christian grown woman. Kimmy, I think Mother Holt got a dude. Now, I bet she does, because she's out here flaunting that baby. She didn't even tell the whole conversation. She forgot to mention the part about being lazy. I know. That she kept calling her lazy, because I would have loved to hear what Martell would have said. You know what I mean? If he was going to say anything. And she was like, yep, she just sitting there. Oh my God, yes, she does look like Martell with a wig, girl. You said a whole mouthful. That was right. And so, she basically says that, she's grown, it's all about respect. And if you don't have respect, this and that, things ain't gonna work. You need to do this, you need to do that. And it's like, girl, like, what are you saying? So you saying that Mel didn't have no respect for you, blah, blah, blah. Because she damn sure ain't telling Martell don't have no respect, okay? Because he wouldn't even hear that from her. And she goes, yep, I'll talk to Mel. I'm grown, I'm sexy. This is what becoming a woman looks like. So when she said this is what becoming a woman looks like, girl, you've been a woman for a long time, more decades over than Mel. So to me, I feel like she's throwing shots. And Marlene said, I knew she was mad. But you know what? You just took her some time to get around it. She'll come back around. I was like, oh Lord. And she goes, she needed time to heal. She just needed her time. Martell said, well, we're trying to parent, so hopefully everything does work out. And he says, basically, I hope, I'm glad that, one thing that full of drama is resolved. And then she goes, she been calling me Mama Hope even before she was married to my son, just throwing shots all day. Like she was calling me Mama Hope before she even got married to my son, basically saying she know what it be, she know what it is, she was head over heels and she loved my son. And basically it almost seems like she don't see nothing that Martell does is wrong. Okay, it would be nice if she would call Martell out on some things as well, but she ain't gonna do that because her son is, I don't know if he's paying the bills, because Mel said your utilities are going to be shut off. But in any event, she also says, I love her. That's the mother of my grandkids. And I told her she can pull up, ring the doorbell. But yeah, she kept calling the woman lazy. She ain't struggling. Mel's, utilities ain't being shut off. Okay, girl, but you do got a big house. Okay. So, she's slight throwing shots, but she's probably throwing shots for the TV situation. And here we go, Lou and Tiffany. He's crying about his father. He's crying about his father not being around, which he's opening up to Tiffany and saying, this is one of the reasons why I don't want to have a child, because you too busy, and therefore I know how it feels for, a child when they have a parent that's too busy. But my father came around at the end and she was like, yep, Look, she even got the gold chain on, y'all. She's out here acting like she 21. She done put the old Huckleberry, real, the Huckleberry House on a Prairie look to the side, baby. Yeah, she got her get up and go. Yes, you were right, Miss T. And so that, he cries and she wipes his tears, and then they're gonna be gone. And then Marcel, he's sitting in a hot seat, you know what I mean? And basically when it comes down to the whole situation, everything is good, because Martell said, we've been going through mad ish for a long time, baby. And basically he's talking about social media calling him out, all these allegations that he's cheating, how disrespectful he is to his wife, Tisha. Tisha, and just and how people call him out, accuse him of cheating, accuse him this and that. It done made him stronger for these last 4 years, and everybody been coming for us now. It's like, woe is me, it's woe is you, because of your attitude, the way you talk, the way you treated that woman, the way that you didn't even like what she said. She couldn't make a decision. It was, now you just started this season to basically have her in the meeting deals and value her opinion. Before it was like, she don't know nothing. What's that education for? What's that degree for? You have changed a little bit because you heard what people said and people told you that you was wrong. Okay. And so he said, that made us stronger. Marcel was like, if I couldn't get any feedback from her, I wouldn't even marry her. And our marriage is good. Our marriage is great. Blase ain't a third. And then you have Tisha. She said, God gave me my husband, and it's okay for me to depend on him. It's okay for me to be obedient. It's okay for me to be submissive. It's okay for me to trust in him. It's okay for me to listen to him. Girl, my husband will not going to Africa for no goddamn month without me while I'm stuck home with the kids, baby, especially if I'm part of the business. And Marcel said, I don't make a decision without her. But basically, he was saying that I asked her input on it, and I think it's for TV. But they do, when they're on Instagram Live, they do show them working on the plot. They do show that the serious, sacrifices that they have made to build that community that they are building. And she seems to be very instrumental in that as well. So maybe he did let her in, and it's basically for people sticking up for her. And every time he jumps on live and say anything, people come at him about the way he treats her. So maybe he's having a little turnaround. But in any event, Tisha was saying that she is obedient. She will be a dog, and she will bark and do whatever he tells her to do. And she's not going to listen to what anybody say. Anybody that comes up and say anything about her marriage or says anything about what she's doing and what she got going on with her husband, she is going to block them out and not pay them any mind. She's talking about her mama. She's talking about the fans. She's talking about the show. She's talking about her family. She said she ain't going to listen to them because God gave her this man and she ain't going to let him go, and she's going to block all the information. Girl, you was researching. You was out here listening to the blogs. You was out here with questions because you didn't believe. Can nobody on the outside make you believe something that that's not going on in your home? You had the questions. That's why you was listening, and that's why your husband done changed your ass around and told you to turn around and stop listening to the motherfuckers in your chat. Okay, you was listening to your mother. You was believing in what your mama was saying. Okay, don't even play us like we the dumb ones, like you wasn't concerned, like you wasn't crying. The reason why you question him, and she feels guilty about even questioning him because he ain't never did nothing. He ain't never cheated on me. He ain't never did ish. I was like, girl, what's good for you is good for you. Okay, just hopefully he keep you happy. Tisha advice still doesn't change anything. I know, it doesn't. Tisha was backpedaling. Now she's okay not having a voice in her marriage. Yes, before she wanted a voice, she wanted an opinion. Tisha is disappointing. Like cold fries from McDonald's. Kimmy, you are absolutely mother-sucking right. And it's like, he was shocked that she was even saying this. He was like, it's like he didn't even want her to go that far. She was like, I'm just his dog. I'm just his beast. I'm just his pet. Feed me when you wanna. I'll change myself. I'll clean up the house. All types of stuff. Tisha will still cry in her bathroom at night while with a glass of wine. I wonder she gonna be crying with Martel wine, Inez wine in her bathroom, girl, Miss T. Why do Mel wear such big wigs when bad part? Yeah, I don't know. I think she was just like, excuse me. I think Mel just showed up to that dinner with her mama, but I don't think she even wanted to go. It's just like, she got them small kids, she shook that wig from somewhere, put that wig on her head and kept it running. I was like, Mel, that wig is fugazi. When you see the outline of the wig, baby, that wig is just my outdoor wig. Okay, this is my outside wig for now. And so, this is what Tisha basically is telling Dr. Francis. And she was like, he's the truth. He's everything, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to stand with him. I'm not going to believe what people says and all this other stuff. And Dr. Francis he was shocked. Dr. Francis was shocked. He said the truth is going to be the truth, and the truth is always going to be the truth. He said something of that nature to, Tisha. He was really shocked at what she was saying, because it's not a partnership, And it looks like Dr. Francis and his wife has a partnership, and they're working together side by side. And so, Dr. Francis was like, I know he said something about he said, Dr. Francis says, she's, I'm missing, and Dr. Francis says, okay, not the outside forces never did anything wrong. Something of that, but he just said the truth stands by itself. So Dr. Francis is basically saying the truth stands by itself. And I think he's basically saying, girl, you lying. Girl, you lying. Marcel was like, I do not make decisions without her. I do not discount her. If I discounted her, I would not marry her. And, Dr. Francis says, arguing, the truth still stands by itself. So basically, he's calling them fake too as well. He's calling Tisha's behavior, what Tisha's saying, that basically it's not the truth. It's not her truth. It's not her inner truth. It's not the truth that she wants. This is the truth that she's taking to basically still say that she's the trophy, and she's the one in her family. She's the one on the show that has a successful marriage that is building, because her identity is her husband, and he has ingrained and installed in her that everything that she thinks and how she thinks is not right, because she doesn't have that confidence in herself, and she don't believe in herself. When she was believing in herself, he teased her, he made fun of her and things of that nature. And so it's like, Marsau is her God. It's like Jesus, talking to her. So it is what it is with that situation. Like, Lord, girl, he said that the truth doesn't have to argue. It stands alone by itself, because it's the truth. So, we all laughing. We laughing at this situation. Like, girl, you sitting there selling wolf tickets. And Marcel is just shocked that she even said all this. Then we get to Kimmi. Kimmi husband, he wants sex all day, all night. And then he don't want to do his part. He don't want to clean up. He don't want to take the laundry. He don't want to rake the yard. He don't want to, cut the grass. He don't want to wash the dishes, put the dishes in the dishwasher. He don't want to change the light bulbs. He don't want to change, the plugs. He don't want to help. He just want to lay his big ass in the bed after he gets some nookie, and wake her run around the house. And she was like, it's so hard to give him what he wants, because I got to run around the house to make sure everything is right. I got to watch after his kid. Before we used to have sex, she was like, I didn't live in a 5-bedroom house. I didn't have all this responsibility, and we have a business. I got to make sure this is right. Yeah, he don't put everything on her. She's just basically, he acts like she's not smart. He acts like he is the king. He acts like he know it all, but she's basically the one that's running the whole situation. She's running the ship. She got the things in line. She got the things in place, and she knows what she's doing. She knows, how to handle herself. She knows how to run business. She knows how to deal with people. She knows how to talk to people. She knows how to have conflict resolution. She knows all that stuff. So she's using all her skills to work with her husband in this business. So she's not going to let it fail. So she's putting extra into it, while he knows that she is, and he just laying on his back and getting what he wants, because now his wife is basically his slave. You know what I mean? He's not, and he's acting like he's in charge. I bet if you ask Kimmi everything about the business, she could tell you within 60 seconds. If you ask him, he'd be like, da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? So in any event, he expects so much for her, while he just laying on his back. She got to get his son together, get the baby mama, his ex-wife baby mama together, solve that conflict, all these other conflicts. and things of that nature. She got to tell Martell he need to kick rocks because he disrespected her marriage and pissed her off. Her husband got his hands open like, come on, Martell, give me a hug, baby. And she's like, no. Do you see what this dude just did and the confusion that he caused? As like Kimmi is like his mama and his damn daddy, but yet, Maurice acts like he's the one in charge and he knows it all, and she's inferior, and she's definitely not. She's one of the most smartest women on this show. So in any event, Dr. Francis said to her, why don't you help him? Why don't you guys get the chores done and then do the ookie? She was like, you preaching to the choir. I done already said this to dude. I was like, Lord have mercy. Kimmi let Maurice make it annoying. I know. It for real. Facts. Kimmi needs to hire a housekeeper. Maurice is disgusting. I know. Tisha isn't using any of those degrees. That's the real question. Girl, I don't even know what her degrees in. It don't seem like it, but I don't know. Because there's no way that she's using them degrees. Though, do you guys, this shit was so funny. You know what I mean? When it came to, Miss Wanda. What Miss Wanda, when Wanda and Tiffany, where is it? When Wanda, let me see if I can find it. When Wanda and Tiffany brought, Marsau to look at that truck that she wanted to buy, and that truck had no damn engine. That truck had no engine. That was and did the truck have a hole in it too? Like Wanda and, Tisha brought Marsau to buy this truck for like $10,000 or $40,000 that had no engine. You couldn't start it. It was all messed up. And I thought that was the most funniest shit ever. They was about to get up, man, 40 grand. That was the funniest shit ever. But you guys also know, Wanda said the reason why she was saying that Sugar Mama was not, Martell, is because Martell was basically saying that Melody was cheating and things of that nature. So that's why she said it. I think she apologized. I seen it somewhere. But, so y'all tell me what y'all think about the situation. The phone line is on the screen if you want to call in. I did drop the StreamYard key. If you guys want to jump on the line, jump on the main line, baby, and tell me what you think. If not, I'm going to take my black ass in here and edit some more videos to drop some more videos, I just really haven't been feeling good. I've been sick. I've been going back and forth to the doctors. They ain't tell me shit, just like usual. So I'm just doing some self-care, and I'm waiting to go back next week or whatever. So in any event, yep, this is the show. This is the episode, y'all. And, next week episode, and I got something else I wanted to drop today, but something happened. But in any event, we'll get to it. So we get to the next week's episode. We get to, what's his name? Lou. He's being teased and made fun of by the guys. And, he looks nice in his pink shirt and his little diamond earrings. Go ahead, Lou. Is that Polo? Is that Gucci? Is that just, Walmart or Target, baby? That color does look nice on you, Lou. So Lou is being teased and he's kind of getting upset. Lou, stop swinging, but you might lose. So just keep your hands to yourself. And we have Kimmi. Kimmi is out here running. What's her name? Miss Melodi's business. Okay, talking about, Melanika. Melanika is happy that she said she's sleeping with Martell. He ain't married now. I was like, Lord. And I don't know what, homegirl, Destiny, what do you got on? Destiny, you've been dressed in a complete mess. Like, what does Destiny have on? What is this? What does Destiny have on? Y'all gonna tell me ain't nothing wrong with this dress? You gonna tell me this don't look terrible? And she got her legs wide open. Bitch, close your legs. Close your legs when you're wearing a dress like that. You got your boobs all sagging and everything. Let's put her underneath bra. You can put a bra on that don't have, no straps. Like, what's going on? And where is your waist trainer under that dress? Like, girl, like, look, and I don't dislike her. Well, girl, what do you this out? She's been dressing a mess this season. I don't know. She's been trying on different outfits. She thinks she's still 15. Girl, no, you're not. But you know what? Plenty of men will find this attractive and sleep with her and want to be with her, but then they gonna treat her just like this outfit she got on. And Tisha, she does look nice. Her hair, Tisha's been on point. Tisha looks nice. Her outfits, you know, she's showing the belly button. But in any event, Kimmi is going to be running the business, you know, about Mel, Martell, Melanika allegedly sleeping with Martell, or she's bragging about sleeping with Martell, and she was their wedding planner, and so she decided to, you know, throw in a towel because he was talking to other females and probably talking to her too, because I just felt that they were going back and forth for a long time, and Martell was still wanted to marry Mel, and that's why Melanika disappeared, and she's back. And then we're gonna have, you know, next week episode, Mel is gonna be telling Martell that we need to talk about the Holt, we need to talk about Wanda, because they are definitely talking about Sugar Mama and this and that. They're talking about your kids, and that's when we're gonna see Martell go off. And this show could really take, you know, this show would have really been so good if it could have taken that route as far as Mel and Martell, you know, making sure nobody's talking about them or talking about their kids or dogging them out or trying to make fun of what happened between them, like it's not going to happen to the rest of them, but them to co-parent and have each other's back and have the children's back. And so when we seen, you know, that happened a few months ago, it was like, yes, Martell finally came to his senses. Mel, she's able to let Martell in and talk to him about what's going on, and she's not on this island alone. Didn't want them back together, didn't want any of that, but just to see the Scots run around and cause and just do all types of shady shit, and just the Scots are running around with impunity, baby. They are running around dancing, stomping, you know, I'm here for it too as well. Shit, I'm just watching the show. But it would have been nice, you know, if Martell could have brought somebody on, Mel could have brought somebody on, but they had each other's back. But, you know, we know that that's not going to happen because they're in court, they're fighting, there's a gag order, and this is why we haven't heard anything from any of them, because there's a gag order, custody battle, all types of shit. So, you know, that would have been a great turn for the situation, you know, when a couple breaks up and they're on the show, and, you know, because Martell is the one that can go back and forth with Marsau the best, okay? And, you know, and Mel can talk her ish when it comes to Tish. So in any event, that's basically it. Thank you guys. Destiny is using that purse to hide, you know what? Yes, she is. She needs some Spanx on. Yes, and... Yes. Oh my God, yes. Fenty bras are like the best. Yeah, she needs some Spanx. She needs some Savage bras. I know, like, you see what she got on? Like, she's on TV like that. Like, girl, you making us think that you don't really own a store. We already got people out here talking about, you know, you don't pay your bills. Excuse me, or your employees. Destiny ain't got no money. What's up, Price? Martell is going to turn into the Hulk. I know. I've been waiting for that. Destiny does lose her stock. So money is definitely an issue for her right now. Oh, Destiny did lose her shop. So, oh, she did. I didn't even know she lost her shop. She's showing a shop. She didn't say it. I've been seeing her. I gotta go back and watch her videos that she posted. She's acting like she still have the shop. She lost that shop. Poor thing. That's why you gotta reside with the money, and I would have resided with Mel. You know what I mean? Mel done already gave us $7,000. Shit, I would have been your friend. I would have been all up in Martell's face. Like, why? Every time I see him, I throw hot water on his ass. Shit, Martell ain't giving her a dime because he don't got a dime to give. You know what I mean? To have a friend that's loyal, and Mel would have had her back all the way and would have helped her out. She could have had all types of sponsorships. All right, good night, everybody. Thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I will see you tomorrow for the Real Housewives of Atlanta review of the Reunion 14 Part 2. Thank you guys for coming and sticking with me. I appreciate it. I just don't feel good. So, I will talk to you. Good night to you too. Rules. Thank you so much for coming through. Destiny just. Okay, she just does pop-up shops. Lord have mercy. Martell gonna reside at Chateau Shereé. Feel better. Oh, thank you, Kimmi. Remember we were talking the other night? Martell was out here trying to review the show, and this episode was so trash. I guess none of the cast members went live. Not even the baby mama, because usually they all, a few of them go live, but none of them went live that I could see. But in any event, remember he was outside, and y'all was saying that it might be, Shereé Whitfield's house, because he had no Wi-Fi. And so he had to go in his car to get some Wi-Fi or to get a connection to get some service. So he might be up in that Chateau Shereé. They're out here scared. No. They're out here coming up with plans to get some money, okay? Because Shereé and Martell's going to make it work. We don't already see what Shereé does. Shereé ain't give a damn about no goddamn she by Shereé. Thank you so much, Norris. Martell gonna resign at Shotzi. Yes, he is. Good night. You guys, please don't forget to go check out Norris, YouTube channel. Go show him some love. Click on his channel, Norris Tony. As you can see in the chat, if you click on his name, you can go right to his channel, and then you can subscribe. Thank you guys for coming through. Thank you for your support. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, and thank you so much. God bless you and your family. May you guys be safe. May you be filled with joy and happiness and peace and content. To all the people that support me, got my back and here, to support Peep Squad, to support me and support one another and be nice to one another. Them are who I'm actually giving them prayers out. To everybody in the bushes, thank you and bless you as well. Peace and love. Hey, Chris Maxwell, good night. Thank you guys. I will see you soon. I just, I don't know what's going on.